The following program contains dangerous stunts that should not be reenacted and mature material. Viewer discretion is advised.
Now on Whacked Out Sports, Ed, meet handlebars. Real-life crash test dummies. A skateboarder who's been hit too many times in the head. Plus, it's fan versus cop. Revenge of the Nerd. And floaty beach boxing. Whacked Out Sports is right now. We're here at the world-famous Bonneville Salt Flats, where it's extremely salty and, you guessed it, extremely flat. Every year, speed enthusiasts from all over the world come to test the limits of automotive engineering and the absorbency of leather racing pants. Today, legendary driver Jim Mederer will attempt to break the land speed record for a rent-a-car. He's revving up the wankle on this spunky little Mazda, and he's ready to go. We take you now to our Whacked Out affiliate station in Kyoto, Japan for this historic moment. As always, I will provide the Japanese/English translation. He's going for a record of 241 miles per hour. When will this car stop tailgating me? He's got the car redlined at 8,000 RPM. Speed approaching 260 miles per hour. Uh-oh. Okay, no land speed record, but Jim Mederer's got that convertible he always wanted. Let's see it again through the miracle of our patented crash test dummy cam. Ouch. Add some strawberries and bananas and you got yourself a Jim Mederer smoothie. Good thing Jim checked that little box and paid the extra $8 for collision coverage, cause the rental company's bound to notice those extra scratches. Alright, get a bank loan and gas up the RV, cause we're heading out to Shoto, Oklahoma. Go Sooners! Today, it's all happening at Lake Widowmaker, Oklahoma's premier recreation destination. This is Dave Ferguson, the man who puts the rec in recreation. He had the bright idea of borrowing the Hemi from his brother-in-law's pickup and slapping it on a surfboard. That's Daredevil Dave on the left. After a can of Jolt and a couple of Goo Goo peanut clusters for quick energy, this souped-up Sooner's ready to get her done. And he's done. Ouch. You can't tell the boat pieces from the Dave pieces. Actually, Dave's fine, tucked away in this Kevlar safety capsule designed to withstand a crash at 130 miles per hour, but not designed to be sucker punched by the rescue boat. All you Fergie fans out there, don't you fret. With a big thumbs up and 6 months of intense physical therapy, Dave will be back on the lake, back at the wheel, and back on our show. Ever wonder where tomorrow's leaders are coming from? Not this parking lot. That rad bruise belongs to Johnny from Vista, California, and he's going to keep trying that jump until he lands it. Or achieves terminal road rash. We'll check back later on to see if the human skid mark makes it. The main event, the first of 12 grueling rounds between... Oh no, it could be over. It should be over. It is over. You know, if you're a boxing fan and you shell out $300 to see a fight, You want to see a fight. Like this guy. One minute he's in the stands, the next minute he's in the ring going toe-to-toe with a professional welterweight. What would make a guy jump in the ring to sissy slap a professional fighter? My guess? An open bar. Okay, you motocross maniacs. Let's rev up our two-strokes and head out to the Costa Mesa Speedway for the big spring classic. Yep, for dirt-eating, ear-splitting fun, you can't beat going round in circles competing for the coveted Costa Mesa Cup. Only one can win the crown, but every rider gets a free case of butt blisters. And despite the high decibel level and the full face helmets, these world-class athletes can still hear a fellow racer when he says something uncomplimentary about his mama's mustache. Oh yeah, love that road rage, especially when it happens to someone that's not me. Listen to those fans. This is what they really came for, senseless violence and plenty of it. Of course, it's hard to hurt someone in leathers and a helmet. May I suggest a respectful kick to the groin? And once the fighting's over and apologies have been accepted, it's time to mount up, put her in gear, and get in one last cheap shot. Your hobby's rally car racing, and your wife complains that she never sees you on the weekend. Here's an idea. Do what Subaru Challenge rally driver Jeff Zwart does. Bring her along. Show the missus you care by letting her ride shotgun. And cure her of ever wanting to share in your life again. Plant your bottom. We've got fans that fight, flying cars, and floaty boxing. That's coming up. You're watching Whacked Out Sports, where you come for the action but stay for the face plants. If you get off on boarding, blading, freestyling, or just plain watching dudes break bones you didn't even know you had, we got lip-splitting, groin-grinding, teeth-shattering fun for the whole family. It's Whacked Out Sports, the most insane sports blooper show ever. Welcome back to Whacked Out Sports, the show that's always out of control. You know, people around the world think American football is brutal and violent compared to their football, or soccer, a game of skill and sportsmanship. Take this friendly match in Argentina. When a player accidentally trips an opposing player, he's quick to apologize and lend a helping hand. The player on the ground's also happy to lend a helping hand. And a foot. And a great big take your helping hand and shove it where the chimneys don't chonga loogie right to the eye. Before you know it, everyone wants to apologize. When a player's escorted off the field, he gets a standing ovation because, as any soccer fan will tell you, standing up makes it easier to throw stuff. And if you're looking for some excitement in your life, do what this loco fan in yellow does. Haul off on an Argentinian cop. That'll get you 8 to 10 years of excitement. Sharing a cell with 4 guys named Bubba-cito. Maybe he can slip back into the crowd and the cops won't notice. As usual, I'm wrong. And now it's time for the science of Whacked Out Sports. For today's lesson, we take a jolly jaunt over the pond to merry old England, where Hugh Aubrey and his faithful companion Richard Bart are living their lifelong dream to get away from their wives for an afternoon. And what better way than with the medieval sport of car tossing? But what does it take to do something truly pointless, like hurling a 2,000-pound car into the air? Hold it! Nutty stuff like this is even cooler when you know the whacked-out science behind it. First, our 2 medieval maniacs made sure the car was good and dead. They didn't want it backing out at the last minute. Once they had the vehicle attached, they lowered the arm of the catapult, raising the 9,000-pound counterweight and loading it with potential energy. With the catapult armed, Hugh cleared the airspace of any migrating geese. Then it was heave-ho time. When the trigger was pulled, the potential energy became kinetic energy, setting the arm and sling in motion, creating a double lever effect, which hurled the vehicle into the wild blue yonder. Does that make sense? How should I know? I'm just an announcer monkey. But I do know this: don't be underneath it when it lands. Oh, that'll kickstart your pacemaker. These adrenaline-crazed maniacs will take months to calm down.
Smashed it up pretty nice. It won't drive again anyway, I don't think.
Not very well, no.
Tune in next week when Hugh and Richard throw a barbecue about 300 yards. And that's it for this week's The Science of Whacked Out Sports. Let's check back in with our friend Johnny. You remember him? He's a tough little monkey. He doesn't care if he lands the jump. The fun's in the trying. How's that working out for you, John boy? All right, strap on your leathers, put on that new cup you got for Christmas, and let's make a beeline for Apple Valley, California. Did I really say California? I'm so embarrassed. We're out in the heartland to witness an attempt at a new world's record by thrill junkie Seth Hardway and Slow. Now, Seth never does anything the easy way. That's why they call him Seth. Using his patented Rampo Death and a converted leaf blower, he'll attempt to break Robbie Knievel's record by jumping a phenomenal 226 feet. Can it be done? Can he survive the jump? Well, depends on what you mean by survive. It's go time. His release point is perfect. His launch angle is a sweet 42 degrees. Look at that elevation. Oh, the excitement, the exhilaration. Am I the only one sweating through his shorts? If Seth can land it, he's made motorcycle history. He's gonna make it. We're looking at a new world distance record. Oh, and a new record for most swallowed teeth. Let's see where it all went so tragically wrong. What a rookie mistake. He used his face as a brake. But at least now Seth owns that world record.
245, 2 inches it looks like.
And he'll be one proud motorcycle maniac as soon as he regains consciousness. Up next, ostriches out of control. The Whacked Out Sports Talent Show. And beach boxing. That's next.
Closed captioning provided by. The following program contains dangerous stunts that should not be reenacted and mature material. Viewer discretion is advised.
This athlete likes to run to get in shape, but he won't run in the park. There's muggers, there's dogs, there's cars. It's way too dangerous. That's why he works out indoors, where it's safe. Now it's time for
The Sky Patrol!
These helicopter heroes are on the job 24 hours a day at Lake Party Till You Puke, ready to swoop in with more beer, chips, and, oh yeah, sometimes actually rescue people. Uh-oh, these party pals have run out of gas. Looks like a job for
The Sky Patrol!
These military-trained hotshot chopper jockeys have but one mission: to ensure the safety and party-worthiness of every sunburned dude and dudette on the lake. Thanks, Sky Patrol. Yep, it's good to know these guys are on the job, hovering like angels over the lake, ready to turn a minor boating problem into a major disaster. But it's all in a day's work for
The Sky Patrol!
Now let's hit the beach for a whacked out sport we call floaty boxing. All you need is a couple of women who will fit into a 2x2 piece of fabric, and a stolen set of floaties from your snotty nephew. And you're ready to beat the crap out of one another. There's the bell. Let's get slapping. Oh, the brutality, the barbarity. These floaty femme fatales are really dishing out the punishment. How long can they endure the fury of this flurry of floaty fists? And how long can I pretend this is really a sport? Who am I kidding? You guys texted me. You wanted more bikinis on the show. There, you happy now? I know I am. You're probably wondering what's happening with our parking lot punching bag. All right, Johnny, you failed 2 times. You didn't risk gangrene to not land that jump. Go for it, dude. Be the board. Now, 2 things can happen here. He can stick the landing and know the joy of success through adversity. Or he can crash and burn, writhe in pain, and know the joy of coughing up blood. Either way, Johnny's got memories and scars to last a lifetime. In case you're wondering, we do get your letters asking for more thrills and excitement. And can it get more thrilling and exciting than ostrich racing? You bet it can. But we paid for the clip, so you're stuck with it. These nasty, stinking, spitting, 12-foot-tall, flightless birds just live to have young co-eds jump on their backs and ride them around the corral. And I don't. Now, if you're waiting to see these birds crash or turn over or, good Lord willing, burst into flames, you're out of luck. All they do is run around and stink and smell and not fly. But the girls are cute, and you can't smell the birds on TV. So let's be thankful for the small things. Last chance for one of you overgrown turkeys to burst into flames. Maybe next time. Stick with us. It's a whacked out sports talent show. And it's happening next. Welcome back to Whacked Out Sports. So far we've seen cars getting thrown, jumps being blown, and things that make guys groan. But nothing can prepare you for a little segment we call
The Whacked Out Sports Talent Contest.
Here on Whacked Out Sports, we've scoured the world to bring you the most daring daredevils, the most thrilling thrill junkies, heroic men and women who've smashed, crashed, jumped, and soared their way into the record books. But the thrillingest, daringest daredevil of them all has to be Ashrita Furman, known to his fans as Record Boy. Why? Because he's in the Guinness Book of Records for setting the record for setting the most records. Confused? You bet he is. Here we see him trying for his 83rd world record for the most beer glasses balanced on a chin. The record's 75. Can he break it without breaking his face? Oh, so close. But not even a mouthful of broken glass can deter Record Boy.
Anyway, it's just, you have to keep trying.
And try he does. Set him up, Joe. What could make someone try these dangerous stunts? Well, having no life is a good start. In fact, Record Boy holds the record for having no life. Case in point, the lonely years spent training for the grueling milk bottle mile. The taunts he endured hula hooping 23 miles into sports history. The pounding only 11.5 miles of persistent pogoing can provide. The 3 hours and 38 minutes he spent balancing on a big yellow ball. And here's your irony, the man can't balance a checkbook. But all those years of practice and self-denial are building up to what could be Record Boy's greatest achievement.
Even though it's a little nutty, it's in the Guinness Book. It's for pushing an orange with your nose for a mile in the fastest time.
Go, Record Boy! Beat that record and that orange to a pulp. You're an inspiration to us all. So if you see Record Boy on the sidewalks of your city, step aside and let a winner crawl by. Well, that does it. All the vicious bashes, death-defying crashes, and brain-rattling mashes we could shoehorn into a little show we like to call Whacked Out Sports. Don't forget to pay your rent. Goodbye.
Produced and distributed by Mighty Oak Entertainment.